Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Project Positivity. This is my continuing mission to encourage business leaders just like you guys to make a positive difference in this world by bringing more joy and positivity into the workplace. Boy, isn't that something we could all use these days, huh? Thanks for joining me. I'm Dave Luer, your high performance business coach, and I am incredibly happy to be here with you this week. Are you guys ready for a fantastic week? Today, I want to tell you about a life-changing skill that will definitely bring more joy and positivity into the workplace, or anywhere for that matter. No more bad days. Are you guys ready to eradicate bad days? If you're anything like I was, you've probably arrived at the office one morning and discovered that one of your key people just didn't show up that day. No call, no show, don't know where the heck they are. And you really needed this person because of a special project that was due, right? Or for whatever reason. So now you're ticked off, and then you stub your toe on the corner of your desk and you yell, "Why me? Why does God hate me?" Do you ever feel like that? You get home that evening and your spouse sees you walk in the front door and he or she asks, "How was your day, honey?" And what do you say, right? You say, "Today was a crappy, horrible day. Nothing went right." And you go on and on about how so-and-so didn't show up for work. And then a customer was angry and they yelled at you and blah, 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 right? But if you were to stop and really think about it, you didn't have a bad day, right? No, not at all. You maybe had a bad 5, 10, 15 minutes. You yourself was who made your bad few minutes into a bad day. You see how that works? You see, folks, that circumstances are not inherently good or bad. They are neither positive or negative. It's the stories that we associate with those circumstances when they arise that make them good or bad, positive or negative. That's right. This is incredibly important. So please listen carefully, okay? What makes anything positive or negative is simply our interpretation of it, the meaning that we give the situation, the stories that we tell ourselves in our minds. So look, I'm not suggesting that you should turn everything that happens to you into a positive. However, you could, right? But even if you don't turn every circumstance into a positive, for God's sakes, why do you feel compelled to let it ruin your entire day? Just stop it. That's completely unnecessary. Listen, if you habitually allow a bad 5 minutes to turn into a bad day or a week or whatever, just stop it. Create a new habit of becoming aware of your attitude and try changing the conversation that you're having with yourself. Try associating a different meaning. Don't be a victim. God doesn't really hate you, okay? Another reason this is so incredibly important is because most of you listening right now are leaders, right? Your business owners, your managers, whatever, right? Your people are affected by your behavior. If you walk around angry every time something goes wrong, you are likely creating a negative culture in your business. You're setting a poor example, right? So what should you do instead? I hope you guys are going to the comments and saying hello. Avery, hey, good to see you guys. Yeah, be sure to hit that chat roll. Tell me your name and where you're from. We'd love to have you joining us and sharing today's positive message. So let's talk about what you should do instead for a moment. It's time for you guys to start setting a good example. It's time to be the leader who doesn't allow a few bad things to ruin the day. Project Positivity is designed to encourage people like you to be the light in what sometimes feels like a very dark world, right? To make a difference in the lives of others. And to do that, we have to start with ourselves, don't we? When you can bring some joy and positivity into the lives of your team and coworkers, you are then making a positive difference in the world. Perhaps your employees or coworkers will go home, and when their spouse asks, honey, how was your day? Maybe they will say, you know, it was a challenging morning, but my boss, he stayed strong, and together we got through it just fine. You know what? It was actually a pretty damn good day. You see, sometimes it's the challenges that we work through that makes life more enriching, right? After all, wouldn't life be boring if every time everything always went our way? If you don't believe me, take a moment and think back to a moment in your life. Work with me here, okay? What are some of the moments that you're the proudest of? What are some of the most memorable moments in your life, right? Were they things that were easy, or were they things that maybe challenged you a little bit? Some of the challenges that you had to face, right? Think for a moment. Think of the best football game you've ever watched, hockey match, golf, tennis, boxing, whatever. The ones that go down in history were the ones that were tough. There was drama, there was blood, tears. It was not easy for anyone. The players, the crowd, the people watching it on television, everyone would rise to a higher level of accomplishment and joy for being a part of this incredible challenge that they overcame. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to embrace the suck. Embrace the suck. I did say that. Yes, I did. To change the meaning that we give to difficult situations. Maybe we can interpret crappy situations with joy instead of grief and anger. Just maybe. Okay? The only way you're going to know for sure is to try it out yourself. I hope that today's Project Positivity message was, if nothing else, thought-provoking. You have an opportunity to step into your power this week, right? To find more joy and bring more joy to others by beginning the process of learning new habits of the mind. Because when you master your mind, only then can you truly master your life and your business. I want to thank you for listening. Now, don't go away. I want you guys to send me a text. Send me a text right now. This is a great way for us to stay in touch, right? If you could use a little pick me up throughout the week, send me a text and just say, hi, Dave, or just put the keyword elite in there. And if you text me the keyword elite, I'll stay in touch with you. This will be a great new communication between us. So shoot me that text. Let's stay in touch. 615-492-3861. That's 615-492-3861. Listen, I'm Dave Luer, and I will see you guys all next week for Project Positivity. Be bold, be learning, and be limitless, my friends. Thanks for joining me.